Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning, man? Tap in, tap in, tap in. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? Oh, man. Get my little workout stuff through to the back. How y'all doing this morning? Whew. Trying to, there you go. How y'all doing this morning? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody morning going? And wishing everybody a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. It's Big Tuesday. How y'all doing? Tap in, tap in, tap in. How y'all doing this morning? Woo. Y'all know we're in South Carolina, so we trying to, trying to get the heat knocked out for us real quick. You feel me? If you from South Carolina, you already know what's up. How y'all doing this morning? Having a bad day, been coughing. Word, I hope you feel better. What's going on, man? I need y'all to do me a favor real quick as y'all come into the live video. I need y'all to do me a favor real quick. First things first. There we go with that connection. I had to make sure that connection got right. I don't know what's going on with it right now. It's fading in and out, doing some extra stuff. We got to figure out what that's about. But good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody, man. Wishing you guys an amazing morning, man. An amazing start to your Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I wanted to say, as you guys come into the room, do me a favor real quick. Go ahead and say good morning to me. After you say good morning to me, let me know where you're viewing me from real quick, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. This morning, I'm going to be talking about increasing your expectations. No, I'm not normally live on Tuesdays on here. I'm normally live only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I wanted to come and I wanted to drop this message on TikTok. I'm not on Instagram today. I'm just on TikTok all by itself. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody morning going? Yep, that's the topic right there. I want you double tap on the screen real quick because somebody needed to understand that. Somebody needed to know that. That's important information for somebody. Understand that a lot of times we go out throughout life, and a lot of times when we're living life without any type of expectations. We're just thinking that, oh yeah, well, I'm just coasting by. I'm just doing enough just to keep everybody off my back. I'm just doing enough just to get through. I'm just doing enough to stay afloat. And the thing about it is, every single day, and before I jump into my notes, I'm gonna wait on y'all to double tap on the screen. I'm gonna wait on y'all to double tap on the screen. Come on, let's go. I'm about to cry because the doctor's appointment. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to understand. I understand you got a doctor's appointment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you posted that because you wanted to comment. So commenting back to that, definitely sending love, sending prayers to you. You know what I'm saying? God definitely has a final say in every situation. So definitely stay motivated and stay connected. You know what I'm saying? And we wish you well, with your appointment this morning. Y'all double tap on the screen real quick. The topic that we're going to be talking about today is increasing your expectations, because it's a lot of y'all, like I said before, is just simply coasting by, just doing just enough just to say that I got it done, or just enough to be able to say, well, at least I attempted, or at least I tried. You know what I'm saying? And there's no real faith, there's no real belief in what it is that you're doing. So what we're going to talk about this morning is what increasing your expectation, getting to a place in your life where you should wake up every single day, and baby, when you wake up, you should expect to win. And that's a fact. Every single day you should wake up and you should expect to win. That's it right there. The topic of the day is what increasing your expectation. And your first note that you have today, coach, is what? You should wake up every single day. And when you wake up, you should expect to win. You should expect to be on top. You should expect to be having a good day. You should expect to have joy, to have peace in your life every single day. You should wake up, and that should already be your expectation. But the problem is, a lot of times we go throughout life and we don't have no real expectation over what it is that we doing. We feel like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do just this and I'm gonna do just that. But the thing about it is, if you're doing just a little bit of this and just a little bit of that, you gotta be you gonna always get the bare minimum. That's gonna be the outcome every single time. Double tap on my screen, send me some love. Thank you so much for that gift. Every single time, if you put in the bare minimum, you're going to get out the bare minimum. If you do just enough to get by, then guess what? You're going to get back from that just enough for you to be able to get by. And that's the reason why majority of the time we're always feeling like my ends are only meeting My ends, they only gonna meet. My ends only gonna meet. And you settle for that type of mentality. You settle for that type of thinking. You settle for that type of life right then and there, not understanding that if that's all you're putting in, then that's all you're going to get out. If you want something different for your life, if you want something bigger and you want something better for your life, then it's going to require a certain level of discipline on your behalf. It's going to require a certain level of commitment on your behalf. It's going to require for you to show up for yourself on a regular basis. What do you mean by that, coach? That means that you got to show up for yourself even when you don't feel like it. You got to show up for yourself even when you're tired. You got to show up for yourself even when you're frustrated. You got to show up for yourself even when it's just you by yourself. It's going to be sometimes some situations in your life that some of those people that you think so highly of, some of those people that you love more than anything, it's going to come a time in your life where you're going to have to understand that you may have to separate yourself from those folks that you didn't never thought that you would have to separate yourself from in order for you to be able to reach that goal, in order for you to be able to accomplish what you are trying to accomplish, in order for you to reach that level of success that you really want in your life. Sometimes it's going to require you to separate yourself from some of those folks that you thought you were going to be celebrating at the end with. Hello, somebody. You got to understand that in order for you to get something different, you got to do something different. You got to show up different. You got to have a different type of dedication. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over and over in life and then think something different is going to come out of it. You can't wake up every day and do the bare minimum in your life and then think that you're going to get abundance out of that. That's not how that works. You're going to get at just what you put in. If you settle for that broken relationship, if you settle for that disrespect, if you settle for that person that's inconsistent, that's one day in, one day out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, one day they hot, the next day they cold, one day they love you, the next day they don't. If you settle for that type of behavior in your life, then that's exactly that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get every single time. That's what you're going to get every single time. Because you're gonna get it every single time. And you're sitting over there and you're asking yourself, well, why do I keep going through the same exact type of thing? I keep going through the same thing over and over, but with different people, coach. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I done left this relationship and I done moved on, and now I'm trying to do this, but now it seems as though I'm going through the same exact thing in this relationship that I was going through in that relationship. And the only common factor in both of those relationships is you. At one point or another, like I said, you got to take ownership over your life. At one point or another, you have to take the responsibility of your life. At one point or another, you got to say, you know what? My happiness, my joy, my sanity, my peace, all of these things, these are my responsibility. These are my priorities. These are things that I have to create in my life. I cannot afford for somebody else to be my peace. I can't afford for somebody else to be my joy. I can't afford for these people to come into my life and be these things, because people wake up different on a regular basis. That's a fact. Yeah, she said, oh my gosh, this one is for me. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here to get it, baby. That's right. Double tap on my screen. The fact of the matter, people wake up different. Some of y'all right now, y'all like, man, here she goes. She in my house, peeping through my window right now. Here she go, running up and down my hallway right now. Here she go, got her feet kicked up on my coffee table right now. This is what I've been dealing with all week long. I've been dealing with this all month long. I'm over here trying to figure out what it is about me. I'm trying to figure out, why do they do me like this? I'm trying to figure out, why is it this and why is it that? At the end of the day, if you haven't started doing something different for your life, if you haven't started showing up for yourself in a different type of way in your life, then it's okay. It's safe to say that as long as you show up with a broken version, as long as you show up and you don't know your worth, as long as you show up and you're showing up like a coward, as long as you show up and you're not utilizing your no, if you're not respecting yourself, if you're not putting your foot down, if you're not demanding, respect from folk and letting them know that I am not to be played with, it, then guess what? You are allowing these things to happen in your life. If they can disrespect you and still have access to you, then you are allowing this situation. If they can disrespect you and still be connected to you in any type of way, shape, or form, then you are allowing this in your life. And I know that it's tight, but it's right. I know that it's on some folk toes. I know some folk are going to get offended because a lot of times people get mad when you start telling the truth because y'all so used to people sugarcoating it, watering it down, diluting it, making it easy for you guys, that when folks start coming on here and telling you the truth, that look, your happiness is your responsibility. That's your priority. Then you get mad at everybody. But if they can disrespect you and still have the same benefits of you, what make you think that they're going to start respecting you? If they can disrespect you and still be a part of your life and reap the benefits of you, what makes you think that they're going to step up to the plate and do anything? You're giving me the best of you at my worst. You're going outside of your way and you're doing whatever I want you to do, and I'm at my worst. And then a lot of y'all done got caught up into this thing right here. And I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about, but a lot of y'all done got caught up into this thing right here too. If a person can love you when they broken, then that's real love. If a person can come through for you when they're already struggling in their own life, then this is real and this is fake, and this is this and this is that. I want you to understand something. The person that is already broken in their own life can't do a doggone thing for me and can't do nothing for you either. When a person is already down bad and you down bad, y'all can't do nothing together but trauma bond. I'm going back to my notes, but I wanted to drop that on some of y'all folks that y'all want to, your friend said exactly. I'm just trying to put it out there. Y'all think everything is cute. Everything is cliche. Everything is for likes, for comments, and for shares. And you got to grow up at the end. You got to grow up at the end of the day. If you think that just because a person loves you, they love you because they trying to give to you when they don't have, no, that's a person that don't know their worth. They don't know their own value, because a person that genuinely knew that for a fact that I don't have it to give, they're going to have a boundary put there. They're going to let it be known, if I had it to give, then I would. But I'm at a place in my life where I can't afford to give nothing to nobody. A person that do not have boundaries in their life and don't know what they got going on, they're going to trauma bond with you. We're going to struggle together. We're going to go through this and we're going to go through that together. And y'all sit there in that broken state, exchanging, you know what I'm saying, sob stories with each other. Nobody's growing. Nobody's healing. Nobody's evolving. Y'all are still right there in that same exact place doing the same exact thing in a circle. You got to increase your expectation over your life. You got to wake up every single day. And when you wake up, you got to wake up with the mentality that I'm waking up to win. And waking up to win means that you got to show up in a way in your life that you've never shown up before. You got to show up with a drive that you've never had before. You got to show up with a passion that you never have had before. You got to show up with a hunger that you've never had before. If you want something different out of life, you got to be willing to do something different. You got to be willing to do the things that you've never done. What are you trying to tell us, coach? The next thing, first note was what? You got to wake up with the mentality that I'm waking up to win. Hello, somebody. The next note, I'm going to give it to you. Y'all got to double tap on my screen, though. Y'all getting all this love and y'all ain't showing me none back. Hold up. I know y'all ain't used to me being live on Tuesday, but y'all got to love me up. Double tap on my screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What is it? Slick. I appreciate you. And it's just the hands. Appreciate that love, man. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. We going back into our notes. You gotta wake up and you gotta have a certain level of discipline about yourself. You gotta wake up and you gotta understand that you matter. Your happiness, your joy, your peace, your sanity, all of that is riding on you, baby. There ain't nothing that nobody else gonna be able to do about that. Understand that. Talk to you. You have to let folk know. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be good with or without you. I'm gonna have peace, and that's going to be with or without you. I'm going to have success, and that's going to be here. I'm going to have that with or without you. Yes, it's good that you're here. I respect the fact that you're here. But at the end of the day, if you wake up tomorrow and decide that you no longer want to love me, that you no longer want this relationship, that you no longer want this, and this, then guess what? I'm going to have to respect your decision, and I'm going to mosey right along. Coach, why do you say that? Because the times of running after folk have gone. The times of begging folk have gone. The time of chasing people down, trying to ask them and beg them to love you the way way that you're loving them, to ask them, to beg them to support you, the way that you're willing to support them, all of that. Oh, baby, that's gone. You should have caught me when I didn't know any better. You should have caught me when I was broken. You should have caught me when I did not know whether or not I was coming or going. I'm at a place in my life right now where I know who I am. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I got a certain level of respect for myself right now that I'm not going to allow people to pick and play with me. Understand that you ain't going to pick and play with me. You're not going to pick me up and put me down whenever you feel like it. You're not going to in and out my life whenever it's beneficial to you. You're not going to take from me without making any type of deposits in my life. Every single day I wake up and my expectation every single day is that I'm going to win. I am going to win, and I'm going to win because I'm establishing boundaries in my life. Yeah, come on, man. That's it. That's it right there. I'm a win. Yeah. I'm thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, because I got boundaries set in my life. I got boundaries set in my life. And those are for my note takers. I want y'all to jot this down too. And my boundaries gonna come with consequences. Hello, somebody. And my boundaries come with consequences. Not only do I have boundaries in my life, because see, all the coaches, all the motivational speakers, everybody want to talk to you about boundaries, but everybody want to forget the fact that your boundary got to come with some consequences. What you mean by that, coach? You got to understand that if you disrespect my boundaries, this right here is going to happen. If your boundaries do not have any consequences attached to it, then in that moment, you got to understand that that's an idle threat. You're just saying what you're going to do, but there's never any action that follow through with that. So yeah, I know that I can come in and I can treat you any kind of way. I can give you the bare minimum. I can talk to you crazy. I can walk you like a dog. I can take the gifts from you. I can do this, and this. But then at the end of the day, I know that you're going to yell. I know that you're going to scream. I know that you're going to slam a couple doors, but you ain't going to leave. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. But you ain't gonna leave. You ain't gonna leave. You understand me? I can do all of this disrespecting you, but I know that you're not going to leave. And I know this because this is what you've been doing, right? So now I've gotten comfortable with disrespecting you. Now I've gotten comfortable with treating you the way that I've treated you. Now I'm getting comfortable in behaving the way that I've been behaving because you've made it okay. This is what you have allowed in your life. You got to wake up and you got to put your foot down. If you really want to win in life, you got to understand that you got to establish boundaries. If you want to win in life, one of the second note that I want you to jot down is this: whatever it is that you do on a regular basis, whatever it is that you do on a regular basis, whatever you eat, sleep, and breathe, whatever it is that you think about on a regular basis, everything that you put your time, your energy, and your effort into is what you will become. Whatever you give your time, your energy, and your effort to is what you will become. Is what, oh yeah, come on now, double tap, baby. Yeah, that's what you're gonna become. Whatever it is that you do on a regular basis, the way that you behave on a regular basis, the response that you show up, the way your response is the way that you show up. Whatever you do on a regular basis is exactly what, understand that's what you're gonna get out of life. That's what you're gonna become every single time. So if you know for a fact that, yeah, I'm not that type of person anymore, I'm not gonna allow you to do this, and this. I'm not gonna allow that to be I'm not allowing that in my life. Because what? I'm in total and complete control. That's right. I'm in total and complete control. I cannot control life, but I can control the way that I respond to it. I don't control life. I can't tell you what to do and how to do it and how to move. But what I can do, I can control the things that I give my energy to. I can control my response to that situation. What you trying to say, coach? I pick and choose who, what, and where I go and what I do and what I share my space with. If I'm not comfortable around you, if I'm not comfortable dealing with you, if I feel a certain type of way, then guess what? It ain't happening. Yeah, it ain't happening. I'm not talking myself into dealing with nobody. I'm not praying myself into dealing with nobody. I'm not coaching myself into dealing with nobody. If it don't happen organically, if it doesn't happen naturally, if it just does not come together, then guess what? It won't be happening. And that's period, point blank. I'm not forcing myself no more into uncomfortable situations. That's what we dealt with when we were kids. When we were kids, we had to go where we were told to go. We had to tolerate what we didn't want to tolerate. We had had to put up with uncomfortable situations with different folk on a regular basis. As an adult, I am not going to put myself in no situation where I got to continuously force myself to be around and deal with folk that I don't want to deal with. I'm increasing my expectation. I wake up every single day. I'm expecting to win. And if I'm expecting to win, then what are you doing? I'm establishing boundaries in my life. That's what I'm doing. Number one, my mentality is I'm waking up to win. That's how I wake up. The second, how do you mean how you going to do that? I'm establishing boundaries in my life. That's right. The way that you used to treat me, you can't do that no more. The way that you used to talk to me, you can't do that no more. That's right. My consequences, my boundaries, they now come with consequences. I'm not allowing people just to talk until their tongue hurt. I'm not allowing people to continuously make excuses for why they can't do what they need to be knowing how to do at their big old ages. I'm not doing that no more. We're too old. We're too grown to be still trying to teach people what real love is. We too grown. We too old to be still trying to teach people loyalty, trying to coach people through this and coach people through that. At one point or another, you're going to have to wake up and put those big boy clothes on, big girl clothes on, and step out the door and understand that just because it was done to you does not make it right. Just because you had to endure it does not make it right. Does not mean that that's how life is set up. Does not mean that that's how everybody is going to be. Does not mean that that's how everything is going to be throughout your life. At one point or another, you're going to have to let that trauma go. You're going to have to let that heartache go. You're going to have to let that brokenness go. You're going to have to walk away from that betrayal. You're going to have to let down the abandonment issues, and you're going to have to step up to the plate and say, you know what? From this day forward, I am in control over my life. Yeah, stop making excuses for why you broken and why they broken. Stop making excuses for why they are the way that they are and why they respond and how they respond and doing what it is that they doing in their life. No, they made a conscious. I'm just saying, if you're expecting to win, these are things that you're going to have to need to do. These are going to be things that you're going to have to understand, that if you're expecting to win in life, you're going to have boundaries. You're going to have to be able to utilize your right to say no without any feelings of guilt or regret. You're going to have to be able to utilize your voice. That's right. You're going to have to speak up for yourself so that folk know that, yeah. See, the old person might not have said much, but this new person, oh, baby, she confrontational. Yeah, I'm problematic, baby. Yeah. Put it in my comment section real quick. I'm problematic. I'm problematic, baby. Yeah, I'm problematic, baby. Yeah, and I mean that in a good way, baby. I'm problematic. Hello, somebody put it in my comment. I'm problematic, baby. The old me, I'm problematic. Thank you, Gigi. I'm problematic, baby. Thank you, Tia. That's right. I'm problematic. It's a fact. See, back in the day, I may not have not said nothing. I might have let it just roll on by. I might have not said nothing. I just went with the flow. But now I'm living my life and I got expectations. When 1 and 1 ain't equaling 2, we got to have a conversation. When the relationship ain't relationshiping, then guess what? We got to have a conversation. When you're saying that you love me and I'm not feeling the love that you say that you have. Oh, baby, we got to have a conversation. When things are not going the way that they supposed to go. Oh, baby, we're going to have a conversation. And the reason why I told y'all to say I'm problematic, because anytime that you start speaking up for yourself, anytime you start holding folk accountable, anytime you start calling people out on their BS, the first thing that they're going to say is, oh, you problematic. Well, call me problematic then, baby, because you will not walk me like a dog and you won't talk to me like one either. Hello, somebody. Yeah, go find you somebody to play with, baby. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to go find you somebody to play with, because it ain't going to be safe to play with me. It ain't going to be, you can play where it's safe, but it ain't going to be safe to play with me, baby. When she told you to watch both ways before you cross, she was talking about me. You're going to have to watch both ways before you cross me, because the person that I used to be, I'm no longer that individual. I'm at a place in my life right now where I'm holding folk accountable. What you mean, coach? I'm going to make you stand on it. Hello, somebody. When you say that you're not happy here, you're going to have to stand on that. When you say that this ain't the relationship for you, you're going to have to stand on that. When you say that this ain't the marriage, ain't the friendship, ain't the job ship, ain't the church ship, whatever ship that you own with folk, if you say this ain't for you and you're not happy, I'm telling folk to go find your happy, sweetheart. Go find your happy, go find your joy, go find your peace, because if you detaching yourself from me, it's going to bring you that level of happiness that you're missing. Bye. Yeah, I ain't got time to play with you. I ain't got it in me to do. I ain't got it in me to do, because what you trying to say? I'm saying I'm expecting to win, and if I'm expecting to win and I'm setting myself up to do so, one of the things that I gotta understand is that it's gonna be some folk that I'm gonna have to walk away from. It's gonna be some folk that I'm gonna have to cut ties with. It's gonna be some folk that I'm gonna have to tell two finger swinging. It's gonna be some missions that I've been on that I'm gonna have to do what? Aborted. That's right. Send my canoe, send my floaties. I gotta get up out of here, because a ship is designed to take me places, and when this ship is not shipping, then I gotta abort this here mission. And that is a friendship, that's a job ship, that's a relationship, that's a family ship, that's a school ship, that's a situation ship, that's whatever ship that we're on. I'm not sitting stagnant for nobody. I'm not sitting over there unhappy and sad and depressed and stressed out for nothing or nobody. Baby, that's right, I'm jumping ship, friend. The fast way. I'm getting up out of there expeditiously, baby. I'm getting up out of there expeditiously. I'm walking smooth off mid-conversation. Let the vibration not be right, friend. I'm talking about mid-conversation. Whoop! I'm halfway down the road and they still talking. I'm just not about to do it, because if you don't set a certain level of standards in your life and you don't start holding folk accountable for what it is that they do, I want you to understand something. People will run amok in your life. People will do the absolute most in your life. People will get so comfortable with disrespecting you got to understand that they will become their normal behavior. And what they'll start saying is, well, you didn't say nothing the last time. When I talked to you like that the last time, you didn't do nothing. When I behaved the way that way, you didn't say nothing then. But now all of a sudden it's becoming a problem. And that's the reason why you got to stand 10 toes to the ground, and you got to make folks stand on what it is that they're saying. You're going to stop talking to me any kind of way. You're going to stop treating me any old kind of way. You're going to stop picking me up and putting me down whenever it's convenient for you. I have expectations for my life, and my expectation is that I win. I am here to win. I wake up every single day and I got the right drive. I got the right passion. I got the right grit. I got the right grind. I got the right hunger. I am waking up to win. I am setting myself up to do what? I am setting myself up to win. And how do I do that, coach? Number 1 is shifting my mentality. 2 is holding people accountable. 3 is establishing boundaries and enforcing them. And 4 is understanding that it's okay for me to disconnect from anything or anybody that's not beneficial to the goal. If it's not beneficial to the goal, if it's not helping me accomplish my dreams, if it's not helping me accomplish the level of success that I want, if it's not bringing me the joy, the peace that I want in my life, I will disconnect. Yeah, I ain't being codependent on a soul. Not a soul. I'm not codependent on a soul. I'm not go get you somebody else to do it, because it ain't gonna be me. Friend, say, I'm sorry. Say ouch and send a gift. That's all you got to do. Say ouch and send a gift. Because one of the things that you got to understand, that you can sit over there and you can think about it all day long, right? You can sit over there and you can think about it all day long. This can be on your mind all day long. But the truth of the matter is, thought without actions is just thoughts. Right? If you got your red ink pen, go ahead and jot that down real quick. Go ahead and, you're going to want to put that in your notes. A thought without action is just a thought. A thought without action, oh, you just thinking. Come on, talk to me. Yeah. You're thinking about it, but what you going to do about it? Some of us, we've been thinking too long. We've been stuck on that thinking part. That's why I say make it in red ink pen. Yeah, all we've been thinking about is thinking. All we've been thinking about is thinking. It ain't got no action. A thought is just a thought until you put some action into it. You got to understand that if you want peace in your life, you got to align your life with a peaceful life. You got to get to a point where you're evaluating the circle that you have. You evaluating what you're connected to so that you can disconnect from anything that's not peaceful. Stop expecting peace from people that are not at peace. Stop expecting love from people that don't know what real love is. They still in survival mode. And you're thinking that you can give, love, sacrifice, and that's going to change that, but it won't. Your generosity cannot make somebody be something that they don't want to be, something that they're already committed to not being. You got to put your foot down and understand that you have to increase your expectations over your life. Increasing your expectations meaning that I got to do something that I don't normally do. I got gotta work a little bit harder. I gotta go a little bit more. I might have been making 25 calls, but now I'm gonna start making 50. I might have been making 50 calls. Now I'm gonna start making 100. I might have been reading 1 chapter a day. Now I'm gonna read 2 chapters. I might have been praying once a day. Now I'm gonna pray 3 times a day. Anything that you think, that you eat, that you sleep, that you go through, you make it a part of your every single day. That's what you're going to become. If you want to walk in peace, you gotta create it. You want to walk in love, you gotta create it. These are things that you gotta do for yourself. A thought is just a thought until you put some action behind it. It is mandatory that you step out and do some work. How you increasing your expectation, but you ain't increasing the work? Serious question. How that work? How you expecting to win when you won't even show up on time? How you think that it's going to happen for you? You know what I mean? How do you think it's going to happen for you, but if you ain't doing nothing to make it happen? How you think that you're going to reach that level if you're not doing anything to push yourself to that level? How do you think that you're going to reach that goal? You can't reach that goal by sitting there thinking about it. You can't reach that goal by sitting there daydreaming about it. You're going to have to get up and make something happen. You're going to have to put yourself into some rooms. You're going to have to get around some folk that are already doing what it is that you do so that you can learn ideas. You got to be dedicated to learning. You got to put yourself in the right environment. What are you doing to get what it is that you truly want? And one thing I'm gonna tell you, a pity party ain't gonna make it happen, sis. Yeah. I hate to break it to you that way, but a pity party ain't gonna make it happen. You might well go ahead and write that down. That right there, that's a note all by itself for some folk. A pity party ain't gonna make it happen. So friends say big facts. I'm just trying to tell you. Double tap on a pity party ain't gonna do it. I know that. I know y'all some new people. This ain't my normal set because everybody else normally show up on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I just wanted to say this to y'all. So this is an impromptu live video. So I just want to let y'all know how it go down over here. You know what I mean? It's real, it's raw, it's uncut, it's uncensored, baby. I'm not going to dilute it for nobody. I'm not going to play nice to get along with it or none of that, baby. Understand, if you follow, I appreciate it. If you support, then I appreciate it. But y'all know Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my folk will come through. Hello, somebody. I'm going to tell the truth regardless of the fact. I'm just dropping it out here because it needs to be said. You having a pity party will not make happen what you want to happen. That's not going to help you accomplish that goal. That's not going to get that door open. That's not going to bring that opportunity. That's not going to put you in position. You sitting idly by, whining and crying and upset and doing this and doing that. Understand that your mood will not manipulate the situation. If you want things to change in your life, you got to be the change that you want. Thinking that just because you crying and you whining that's gonna make everybody stop doing what they doing to come and make it happen for you. And if they don't, everybody this or everybody that your joy ain't everybody's responsibility. Let's just say that. Let's just put that out there. If I was on my Monday, Wednesday class, I'd tell y'all that this ain't no group project. Hello, somebody. Hey, this ain't a group project, sweetie. Your healing, your joy, understand that your healing, your joy, your happiness, your development, your level of success. Baby, this ain't no group project. Understand that this ain't no group project. This ain't you do your part, I do my part, and we put it together and get a grade. Understand that ain't how this right here work. I need for you to understand that this right here, your joy, your peace, your sanity, and your life. Good morning, Ashley. How you doing? I need for you to understand that this right here, this your responsibility. Can't nobody give this to you but you. Can't nobody do this for you but you. Well, every single day that you wake up, you got to wake up with the mentality that I'm waking up to win. Every day that you wake up, you got to wake up with the mentality that not only do I want to win, I'm expecting to win. And how is it that you're expecting to win? I'm increasing my workload. The things that I used to do in my life, I'm evaluating. The priorities that I used to have in my life, I'm evaluating. I'm making sure that I'm attached to, that I'm connected to, that I'm entangled to everything that's growing, everything that's evolving, everything that is healing. I'm disconnecting from anything and anybody that's not beneficial to my growth. Coach, that's what I'm doing. What do we call that? Ashley, you here this morning. So what do we call that? We call that alignment. Come on, talk to me nice. That's what we call that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, baby. That's alignment. That's alignment. Alignment is here. That alignment when I know I want love. So anything that's not love, I'm disconnecting. Yeah, because that's what I want to be connected to. I want peace. So anything that's not peaceful, then I'm disconnecting because I'm aligning myself to have that peaceful life. If that's discord, if that's dysfunction and whatnot, then guess what? I got to disconnect from that because this is what I'm aligning myself with. You got to align yourself with the life that you want. What do you mean by that? That means that it's going to be some things and some people that you love more than anything. As I said before, are you willing to disconnect? Are you willing to walk away? Are you willing to step out into that unfamiliar territory? Are you willing to become a risk taker in your own life? Everybody want to gamble with everything, but are you willing to take a chance on yourself? Are you willing to make sure that everybody out here see that, you know what, this right here, this is my legacy. This is what I'm going to leave behind. There's one space that matters most in your life. You got your birthday, you got your death date, and guess what? People will forget both of those. They'll forget the day that you was born. They will forget the day that you died. I'm talking that exact date. But one thing that they could never forget is that dash that's in the middle, that space that lies between the day that you were born and the day that you passed away. That's what matters. That legacy. What will they remember you by? Yeah, you so obsessed with yeah. Come on now, we gonna get. Okay. I'm just telling you that you got to work on your dash. Yeah, there you go, friend. Put it in a comment. I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash, coach. I'm working on my dash. You got to work on your dash, baby. You got to be willing to work on your dash. And a lot of y'all right now, your dash is gonna say that I've been walking around weak. I've been over here being gullible. I've been over here letting people just do me any kind of way. What type of person is that? Oh, she was a pushover. Oh yeah, she was weak-minded. Oh yeah, she fall for anything. Oh, she let that man walk her like a dog, or he let that woman walk him like a dog, or they just did this and did that. What are you going to let people remember you by? I'm working on my dash. Yeah, there you go. Put it in. I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash. You got to understand how important that is. And sometimes you got to also understand that just because things are not happening for you in that moment, right? because we wake up with the expectation that we want to win. We wake up with that drive and that passion that we want to win. And one thing that you have to do is you got to correct your vision. Right? You got to correct your vision. What we're talking about is increasing the expectation. And I'm teaching you the ways that you can increase your expectation. And I'm letting you know the steps that you have to take. You got to correct your vision. Yeah, you're going to have to do that, right? Because the thing about it is sometimes we look at our dreams and we look at our goals and we look at the things that we want out of life and we see that it's not happening for us in that moment. It's not happening fast enough for us. And we automatically start looking at it from that broken lens. We start looking at it from that place where it's like, you know what, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I thought that I could do it, but I really can't. And if it doesn't happen when you want it to happen, then all of a sudden you start self-doubting. All of a sudden you start saying, maybe I'm not good enough. Then all of a sudden you allow that spirit of inadequacy to come in. Then if inadequacy don't get you, then you'll start allowing that spirit of comparison to come in. And before you know it, here you are now, you didn't let that spirit of fear come in. And now you're paralyzed. Now you're thinking that you can't do it. Now you don't have any faith in what it is that you're doing in that situation, all because it did not happen right when you wanted it to happen. And the truth of the matter is every single no is not a no. Every time you got to turn around and bust a U-turn in a situation, it's not necessarily that's not for you. Maybe you were headed in the wrong direction. Maybe it was just a situation where I got to turn you around right here. And that's a fact. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to handle this person. There we go, babe. You had a day that you deserve. Yeah. Sometimes you got to bust a U-turn. Sometimes yeah. I don't know about y'all, but it's been several times I've been on my way somewhere, and in the process of me going on my way, going where I needed to go, guess what? I had to hit a U-turn. I want you to write on your paper real quick, red ink pen. I have to hit a U-turn. That's right. You might have thought that you was going the right way. You might have thought that you was doing the right thing just by sitting over there and doing this and being that individual that was just trying to get along and play nice with people because you didn't want to rock the boat, and you was over there settling for less than what you deserve, putting up with stuff that you you know for a fact you shouldn't have been dealing with and all of that. I dare you to write on your, I got to bust a U-turn. At one point or another, you're going to have to hit a U-turn in your life. At one point or another, you're going to have to be redirected, and that's okay. And maybe you did not get what you wanted in that moment, and that's okay. Maybe that goal did not come to you right now in that moment, and that's okay. At the end of the day, it just because that was a no, some no's are for your protection. Some no's is that I could not give that to you, even though I know you wanted it. I know that you felt like that right there was for you, but if I would have gave that to you, that would have destroyed you. Let's just be real. Yeah. If I would have gave that to you, like sometimes you got to look back over your life and you got to look at those people that you love so dearly and that you did not see yourself without. And you just feel like, if you just fix this relationship, if you just fix my heart, if you just let them see how much I love them, if you just do this and you just do that, and you're begging and praying for something that is not good for you. Something that is not, that's not good for you. If I give you that, that's going to destroy you. If I keep you in this relationship that you begging me for, that's going to destroy you. If I keep you connected to these friends that you love so much, you got to understand that they don't really love you. You are more of a friend to them than they'll ever be to you. If I keep you in this church where you're not growing and you're not spiritually being fed, then guess what? You're that's self-sabotaging right now. At one point or another, you got to understand that when you tell God, I want you to remove anything and anybody from me that is not beneficial to me, that's not real, that don't love me, that's not solid, that's not faithful, that's really not here and have my best interest at hand. When you can't get mad when he start taking away these folk, you can't get in your feelings when he start removing these folk, you can't start running these folk down. Wait a minute, you asked me to take them, and now that I take them, you are emotionally distraught. Now that I've taken them, now you just can't believe it. But the truth of the matter is, I see things that you don't see. I hear conversations that you don't hear. I'm in places that you're not at. I know what's going to happen if I keep you on this path. So what you trying to tell me, coach? Increasing your expectation is going to require a certain level of self-discipline on your behalf. It's going to, It's going to require a certain level. Increasing your expectation of your life is going to require a certain level of discipline on your behalf, meaning that you have to be committed to the commitments that you make to yourself. And when you say that this is what I want to do, then you got to follow through with that. When you sit over there and you say, I am committed to this process and I'm going to follow it all the way through, then you owe that to yourself. When you say that remove anything from me that's not beneficial to me or anybody from me that's not beneficial to me in that moment, you owe that to yourself. And and I want you to understand that every single time that you let you down, some of y'all ain't gonna like this part. So I'm gonna wait on y'all to send me some love. Thank you so much for that fire. Send me some love. Yeah. Friend already saying out. Yeah. Come on, double tap on my screen. Send me some love. And I got something I want to say today. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it, so I want to get the love first. Y'all double tap on my screen. Thank you, Queen B. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tree. I appreciate that. Break. I appreciate you. Use the light. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Double tap on my screen real quick, y'all. Thank you, Queen B. You know what I'm saying? Double tap on my screen. Like, see, the thing about it is every single time that every time that you disrespect yourself, every time that you go against what it is that you say that you were going to do, every time that you appear over here and you say that I'm going to do this, and this is what my expectation is, and this is how I'm going to live my life, and this is what I'm going to be doing, I need for you to understand something. And I want you to hear me with a part of you that you've never listened with before. Understand that I want you to hear me deep in your soul. Every single time that you do that, I want you to know that other people are watching. Hello, somebody. Every single time that you do that, I want you to know that people are watching. In that moment, you are teaching people exactly who you are at your core self. And if you don't take you seriously, then guess what? They're not going to take you seriously either. If they see that you are inconsistent in your life, then that's exactly what they're about to give you as well. Inconsistency. When they see that you halfway love you, then guess what you're going to get from them? You're going to get that halfway love. When they see that you halfway show up for yourself, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to halfway show up for you as well. In that moment, you are teaching people who you are are at your core self, it is important for you to be the person to yourself that you want other people to be to you. When you are increasing your expectations over your life, you are being a living, walking, breathing example of what it is that you want out of life. That's why I say you got to eat, sleep, and breathe it. Yep. They watching. They watching. You might think that they're not, but they are. They are. Every single time that you lay next to that boo boo and that bun bun, and y'all having them heart to heart conversations, and you talking about yourself. When y'all get up from there, you might think that they're not paying attention, but they waiting. Understand that they're waiting. They waiting to see exactly what it is that you're gonna do. If you say that, oh yeah, well I'm about to start getting up every morning, and I'm gonna be reading, I'm gonna be fasting, I'm gonna be praying. I got a morning routine that I'm gonna be doing. I'm about to pick up my self-help book. I'm about to tune in to at least 1 hour or half an hour of motivational speaking or ministry every single day. This is what I'm about to start doing for my life. And they see you wake up the next day and you don't do none of that. They know in that moment, yeah, you ain't real. You ain't committed. This ain't finna happen. They don't have a problem with you until they start actually seeing you do it. They don't have a problem until they start seeing you do what? What did I just say a little while ago? Aligning yourself for the life that you say that you want. Increasing your expectations is going to require work on your behalf. The work come in with is with you changing your life right in front of them. It's a fact. It's a fact. They gonna treat you how they see you treating you. As long as you put up with it, that's exactly what they're going to do. And you can tell me if I'm lying, but the truth of the matter is, and they don't get offended by you and your growth until they start to see the growth. If you know for a fact that didn't happen to you, come on, double tap on the screen. They don't, yeah, they don't have a problem. Double tap. If y'all know, yeah, okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So, and that's crazy, right? Because the thing about it is this right here. As long as it's just a conversation, it's a conversation and nobody's bothered by it, right? Nobody gets offended by your growth and your development until you start growing and developing, correct? Right? Nobody's offended by your growth and your development until you start actually growing and developing. And the reason why they all of a sudden, when they start seeing you get up every morning, and when you getting up 30 minutes earlier, and you going through your morning routine, and they can hear you in the bathroom praying, they can hear you in there doing your positive affirmations, they can hear you when you turn on your meditation music for 2 minutes and you're just sitting there and releasing anything negative from your spirit. When they see that you're setting your day up for success on a regular basis, when you're coming home and they see that you're utilizing that time to journal, they see you pulling out your planner and organizing your day because you don't want that feeling of anxiousness, or you don't want to feel overpowered all throughout the day. When they start seeing you all of a sudden smiling, when they see that you're responding to situations a whole lot differently, when they see that you're maneuvering throughout your day and you got a certain level of peace and joy about your life that they just cannot comprehend, they can't wrap their brain around, that's when they start to feel a certain type of way. That's when they start to get offended. That's when they start to get angry. That's when they start to say it don't take all of that. That's when they start to say you're problematic. That's when they start to say you're requiring too much. That's when they start to say those things. Why? Because they know for a fact that as long as you're aligning your life for the life that you're expecting, as long as you're aligning yourself with the joy that you're expecting, as long as you're aligning yourself with the peace that you're expecting, they know that in that moment, what's going to also happen is eventually that's going to trickle down to the relationship that you have with them. And when you start seeing that they don't deserve you, they know the disconnect is on the way. When you start seeing the disrespect that they bring to you, they know the disconnect is on the way. When they know when you start to see that they can't pick up what it is that you're putting down, then guess what? They know the disconnect, they know that that's on the way. They know that as soon as you become self-aware and know who you are, what you bring to the table, how you're contributing, and sometimes carrying the whole entire weight of that relationship, they know for a fact that if she keeps doing what she's doing, if he keep doing what he's doing, then eventually, they're gonna cut me loose. That's what the real problem come in at. Whole time you thinking it's about you. This ain't about you. It's about them. I don't know why you thought that. Yeah, you was thinking that it was about you, but it ain't about you. It's about them. People don't, they not mad because you reading. They not mad because you fasting and praying. They not mad because you learning how to ground yourself. They ain't mad because you going to the empowerment conference. They not mad because you putting yourself in different rooms. They mad because they know the effect that it eventually is going to have on them. And what does the devil do? The devil's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what his job is. That's what the Bible says. So that's what you're coming for. So before I can reach my level of greatness, my level of expectation that I got for my life, before I can reach that level of success, that level of joy, that level of peace, that level of sanity, what I got to do is I got to get in and I got to destroy this process. I got to get in and I got to distract you. I got to get in and I got to tempt you. I got to get in and I got to show you that this ain't this and this ain't that. So then you get over there and you're working on yourself and your development. And what does he do? He sends in a distraction. Thank you for the gift, man. He said, yeah, because I know somebody gonna be mad. Somebody gonna get mad at me. He sends in a distraction. And one of the things that you got to understand that is that hurt, that betrayal that you feel is never going to come from the folks on the outside. Let's just be clear about that. Some of y'all need to jot that down. The hurt, the betrayal, and all of that you feel, baby, it's never going to come from the outside. What you trying to teach us this morning, coach? You won't care about what people on the outside feel or what they think or what they're saying. And the reason why you don't care is because we don't talk. We don't interact. It doesn't bother me you feeling a certain type of way because I don't know you. Understand that. So it's not going to bother me. Where the pain come in at is when the hurt and the betrayal is going to come from people that are close to you, people that you love, people that you could have never, you'll be in your mind saying that I never saw that coming and I never thought that you would do me that way. And I can't believe this and this is you. I can't believe that and that is you, because I know for a fact that if the tables was turned, I could never betray you. I could never be disloyal to you. I could never just look you in your face and lie to you. I could never do this, and this. It could have never been me, because the way my loyalty is set up for you is not that way. And so my expectation, because I know how I love you, my expectation is that you love me the same exact way. And guess what? That's what a hurt, that's what a betrayal, that's what a letdown, that's what a disappointment come in at. And yeah, the betrayal is never going to come from folks on the outside. So you need to dismantle that thinking. We don't care about people on the outside and what they think and what they feel. They're moving off of assumption. They can talk until their tongue hurt, and it has no real effect on our life. But let that come from the person that we're willing to go from zero to prison about. Let it come from that particular person. And those people are always going to be people that you're genuinely close to. So what are you trying to tell us, coach? I'm trying to tell you right now in this moment, you got to understand that this is not a group project. It's okay to love people. It's okay to be close to people. It's okay. I'm not saying put a guard up, put a wall up. What I'm saying is, in this thing called life right now, baby, this right here, this thing called life, you got to move with caution, and it doesn't matter who it's with. It's okay for you to be humble and still aware. I understand what's going on. I get it. It's this and it's that, whatever, but the level of peace that I got right now, I got to protect. Understand that the level of sanity that I got right now, I got to protect. I can't be attached to no any and everybody. I can't smile and grin up in everybody's face. I can't have everybody up in my house. I can't have everybody in my area. Understand that, because you protect anything that is valuable to you. And guess what? It was once upon a time in my life when I wasn't valuable to me. Yeah, come on now. Let's be real. I want to see how many people gonna say ouch and send a gift. Yeah. I want to see how many people gonna be real. Yeah. It was once upon a time when I wasn't valuable to me, and it wasn't just me. It wasn't just, okay, there y'all go. I see you. Thank you, Queen B. Yeah. Some of us, y'all answering up. It wasn't just me. It was once upon a time in our life where we treated ourselves like we wasn't valuable to ourselves. Understand that. And yeah, and can say that because it was once a time in our life. If we look back over our life, we can see clear as day that had we loved ourselves a little bit more, we would have avoided a lot of these narcissistic, toxic situations. Had we knew who we were, what gifts that we really carried, had we had our self-worth intact, had we had our boundaries intact, and then enforcing those boundaries, then guess what? We would have avoided a lot of the situations that we allowed ourselves to be put in, including those broken, damaging relationships, even those trauma bonding relationships, even in those relationships that we knew for a fact that was stuck, that was stagnant. We knew for a fact that wasn't good, that wasn't beneficial to us, but it was a habit. It was what we were used to. Hello, somebody. So okay. It was, I'm going to say it for me. It was once upon a time in my life where I know for a fact that I didn't value myself like how I should have. And I gave any and everybody access to me. Yeah, and I gave everybody access to me. But the problem is when you give everybody access to you, when everybody can show up whenever they want to show up and do whatever they want to do in your life and pick and choose how they gonna love you and how they gonna support you and do this and do that and whoop de whoop. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. If y'all got y'all pens out, let's go. Cause I'm ready for it. I just want y'all to put "we ready" in the comment section. I just want y'all to put "we ready" in the comment section. I see y'all subscribing. I see y'all joining. I see y'all following. Man, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it, man. Cause I tell you what, on Tuesday, Thursdays, I don't really be having no expectation for what y'all gonna do. I just want to jump in and just drop a video just to motivate, just to inspire, just to teach and encourage people in their own walk of life. So I really wasn't even expecting all of y'all to come on the live, to be honest. And then it's at a different time. Y'all ready? One of the things that you got to understand is that you can't tell people how to love you. And that's the reason why I say you got to increase your expectation, and you got to also be ready to walk away from anybody at the drop of a hat. And that's not because I'm trying to be funny with the situation. I just don't believe in being codependent. I believe that if you don't see something if something is not beneficial to you, then it's trash. If it's not good for you, then it's trash. That's all I'm saying. If it's not something that you can utilize throughout your life, if it's not a part of what's pushing you to accomplish your goal, if it's not bringing a certain level of peace, a certain level of joy and sanity to your life, then you owe it to yourself to disconnect. We're in a season right now of leveling things out. What are you trying to teach us, coach? We can't afford to be attached to people that's only making withdrawals while we're making deposits. Hello, somebody. I need for you to understand that I'm not in a position in my life right now where I can afford to stay connected to people that are constantly making withdrawals but never making any deposits. As soon as I put something positive in, you come and take that, but you never replenish. Every time I drop a little bit of love in, you come and take that, but you never replenish. Every time I drop a little bit of peace in, then you come and take that, but you never replenish. The season that I'm in right now is leveling things out, and I'm not having any type of expectation for anybody other than myself. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. We're talking about increasing your expectation, and in the process of you increasing your expectations, I'm telling you about the odds and ends, the things that you're gonna have to change, the things that you're gonna have to get used to along the way, so that you don't get caught off guard. So this is really like a live, just a live, not like one of my regular lives. I'm just going through some things. Yeah, I want you to understand. You have to take the expectation. The only person that you can expect something from is you. That's going to be eye-opening for everybody. Coach, well, why do you say that? Because number one, your level of love and your level of thoughts and things that you got going on, that's only for you. Understand that everybody ain't going to think like you. Everybody's not going to move like you. Everybody's not going to respond like you. And you have to give people that type of distance. Understand that you got to give people that type of distance. That's their divine right of choice as well, right? So what happens in these different types of situations, whether it's a job, whether it's a school, well, a career, or anything in life, you got to understand that you got to allow people to be who they are without you trying to force them, the same way you get to be who you are without any type of force or involvement from anybody else. Understand that? So what I'm saying to you is you don't get to pick and choose how they respond and what it is that they do in their life. You don't have that type of power. You don't have that type of authority. People get to show you the type of relationship that they're bringing to the table. They get to show you the type of person that they are. They get to show you the way that they love. They get to show you the things that they carry on the inside. And you, my friend, get to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be a part of it or not. That's a gem. I'm gonna have to tell my class that you get to make a decision after they've shown you what it is that they bring to the table. You get to make a decision, a divine right of choice as to whether or not you want to participate, you want to be a part of the love, the relationship, the familyship, the jobship, the churchship that they offer. But you can't tell them how to do it. You can't tell them how to be and how to live and how to behave. That's not your job. Because in that moment, what happens is they start becoming your puppet. Now they're not living out their truth. Now they're not being who they want to be. And now they're unhappy to benefit you. And eventually, that falls all apart. And that's why people say, I keep losing myself in relationships. You losing yourself in relationships because you never knew who you were from the very beginning. Okay, that was too much. That was too deep. I'm sorry. That was, I'm friend. I'm sorry. Friend said, "Wow, eye opener." Yeah, I took it too far with that one, y'all. I took it too far with that. But somebody had to say it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to put it out there. I'm sorry, y'all, but somebody had to say it. I lost myself in that relationship. No, you didn't lose you. You never knew who you were. You never knew who you were from the very beginning. So you attached yourself to somebody that was telling you who you were. And because that's what you kept telling yourself up here, then that's who you became in the physical. See, your mind is what controls the body, right? So if you think you're sad, then you become sad. If you think that you're this, and this, then that's exactly how your body is going to respond to that. Are you following me? That's how your body is going to respond to whatever it is that you're telling it. So when you say that I'm this, and this, then that's exactly what your body is going to start giving in that moment. People who say, oh yeah, well, I'm so this and I'm so that, and then your body starts to respond. That's the reason why I tell y'all all the time, one thing that you got to do, you got to make up your mind who you are before the pain actually comes. You got to make up your mind who you really are before the negativity really comes, before the heartbreak actually come, before the letdowns actually come, before the dysfunctionalness actually become. You got to make up your mind who you are, where you're going to stand before it actually become. Because if you already pouring into yourself, if you're already setting yourself up for success, if you're already speaking life over your life, over everything that's connected to you, when hardship come, when things come that rocks the boat, when things come that go against what it is that you feel and what it is that you know, you are not shaken by it. You are not moved by it. You are not distracted by it. You don't lose grit. You don't lose grind. You don't lose hunger. You don't lose passion. You stand firmly in what it is that you know, and you say, you know what? This too shall pass. I might feel like this right now, but I'm not going to feel like this always. Might go through hell right now, but I'm not going to go through hell always. Might got a no right now, but I know I won't get a no always. Door might got closed in my face, but it's another opening door that's on the way for me. When you trust your process, when you know who you are, you set yourself up along the way. What are you trying to say, coach? It's those deposits that matter. I'm in a season of leveling out. I can't be attached to nothing or nobody. Understand that. I can't be attached. Hold on 1 second. I can't be attached to nothing or nobody that's not growing. I can't be attached to nothing or nobody that's not evolving. I can't be attached to nobody that's not trying to live their best life, that's not trying to create a better version of themselves. It's not in me to do. That's not what I'm about to do with my life. You got to set yourself up before the pain comes, before that disappointment comes, before the letdown comes, before things go out of whack in your life. You got to already know who you are so that you can know who you're not. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. So with that being said, I'm not about to let no any and everybody distract me. I'm not finna let you make me feel like I don't matter. I'm not finna let you make me feel like I'm less than. I'm not finna let you make me feel as though I gotta compare myself to anybody, or that I'm not good enough, or that I don't do this enough, or don't do that enough. I might not be what you want in your life, and that's okay. Because I'm not for you does not mean that I lose value. Because I walk away from this relationship, or this situationship, or this marriageship, or this jobship, does not mean that I lose value. It just means that I put my foot down, and I'm at a place in my life right now where I'm no longer staying where I'm invited but not welcome. That's a fact. Yeah, that's that. I need to write. Yeah, I need to write that down too. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm no longer staying in environments around people or anything like that where I'm invited but I'm not welcome. I'm invited but I'm not welcome. Y'all, yeah, you gotta let that sit with you for a second. You gotta let that sit with your spirit for just a second. Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. I'm talking right now in that moment right there. We can just say that right there, baby. That's for those people that's in those relationships and you having relationship problems with no real relationship, that they won't even commit to you. They're not even really claiming you, but they want the benefits of you. They want you to behave like you in a relationship, but you're not in one. They want you to do things that relationships do, but you're not in one. Baby, I call it borderline abuse, and I call it manipulation. I call it toxic. I call it narcissistic. I call it being able to have your cake and eat it too. But that's just me. But what I'm saying is, you're welcome to come over here. But yeah. You're invited to come over here because I want the benefits you, but you're not really welcome. Because when you start bringing in the responsibility, when you start trying to check me, when you start having things that you want to hold me accountable for, then all of a sudden I'm going to remind you that you're not mine and I'm not yours. Hello, somebody. Sometimes you can be invited to a situation, but not welcome. Yeah. Why you made that into a relationship, coach? I know. I did that for a reason, because I want y'all to understand that, you could be invited to that situation because of the benefits of what they want from you. And once they get what they want from you, then all of a sudden, when that responsibility start waving, when that accountability start waving, when those questions start coming, then all of a sudden, they're going to remind you right then and there exactly where y'all stand. And when folk let y'all know where you stand at, it's time to go ahead and get the moving right then and there. But the problem is we overstay our welcome. The problem is we overextend ourselves to people, and we're constantly making ways for people that do not deserve it. We're constantly bending over backwards for people that do not deserve it. And most of the time in these different relationships, this is exactly what goes on. They invite you to partake because of the benefits, because they know that if they invite you over, then you're going to bring something to the table. That if they have you there, then you're not going to come empty-handed. So it's all about, what can I get from you? It's all about, how can I use you? How can I abuse you? How can I take advantage of you and what it is that you offer? That's what it's really about. It's never really about them loving you. So when you're increasing your expectations and you're having to walk away from certain people and certain things, you got to understand that in that moment, that it's okay. And a lot of us, you don't leave because you feel like you walking away from them means that you lose value, when you don't. I don't lose value because I'm not dealing with you. I don't lose value because we disconnect. If anything, my self-worth just skyrocketed. Because I know who I am. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know how I contribute to other people's lives, not just your life, but people that's all the way around me. That's why I said it's important for you to focus on your dash. Because that's what people are going to remember you by. Y'all double tap on the screen. We almost had 300K. Do me a favor, double tap on the screen real quick. Double tap on that screen. We almost there. We at $2.99. Friend, you didn't get a notification. I'm sorry. I normally don't be live today, man. I just came live. I just had all this on my chest. I was talking to somebody about expectations and alignment, and I've been on this alignment thing since yesterday. And so in the process of that, you know what? I was just like, you know what? Let me talk to them a little bit about increasing the expectations of your life. You know what I mean? And some of the things that you're going to have to encounter along the way. So this really wasn't a live. This was just me coming in and just dropping some gems here and there for people. You know what I'm saying? You got, but thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah. I appreciate everybody that have shown up, that's been blessing me up since y'all been here, man. I appreciate that. That way I see every day. Well, yeah, turn your notifications on, fam. Yeah, because one of the things that you got to understand that's how people move, you know. And if you get so caught up in what's not happening and who's not here and who's not there and who's not doing this and this, if you get caught up in what other people got going on and how they feel about your life and the decisions that you're making for your life, one of the things that you got to understand is that when you get caught up in that people pleasing, that is a rabbit hole. And that is a rabbit hole, baby, like none other. When you get caught up in that, you know, trying to make sure that everybody is good and make sure that everybody have and everybody is happy and everybody is this, when you're getting caught up in all of that, you're self-sabotaging. And the reason why I say that is because who's focusing on you while you're focusing on everybody else? Serious question. People say, well, coach, you always telling people to leave. You always telling people to disconnect. You're always telling people this, and this. Well, this is why, because sometimes you have to disconnect to save yourself. That was deep. Yeah, that was it. I had a choice that I had to make. It was either me or them, coach. Some of y'all in that situation right now, you got a decision that you got to make. And I get it. You're going to have to get a second job to cover the part of the bills. I get it. You're going to have to go and get another car. I get it. You're going to have to break up that home. I get it. You're going to have to walk away from something that you thought was going to last forever. I get it. But how bad do you want it? What are you willing to give up to get what you want? You're going to have to walk away. You're going to have to do some things different in order for you to get something different. Because as long as you allow people to treat you that way, that's what you're going to get. As long as you allow them to play in your face, that's what you're going to get. As long as you allow them to disrespect you, then that's what you're going to get. You got to be willing to cut ties. And the fact is, and it's going to hurt. Yeah, I'll never lie to a person and tell them that it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt either way. Staying hurt, leaving hurt. But leaving hurt less. It just, leaving hurt less because it just does. Because your healing, somebody needed to hear that. Your healing don't start until you leave. And that's a fact. Some of y'all be like, I'm working on me, but I'm still in the house. I'm working on me and I'm still connected. I'm working on me and we still hanging out and we still doing this and we still doing that. Then you ain't working on you. What you doing is you're trying to make comfort in the middle of discomfort. You're trying to make peace in the middle of a not peaceful situation. You're trying not to rock the boat. You're trying to do enough just to get by. That's what you're doing. Your real healing doesn't start until you walk away, until you disconnect, until you cut them ties. When you cut them ties from that individual and you separate yourself and you really start focusing on yourself and your development, your healing, your growth and all of that, that's when you're going to really start to see that change. That's when you're going to really start to see things start to come together the way that you want them to come together. That's right, friend. What you're doing when you're trying to stay connected is what you're doing in that moment is you're just trying to play nice enough to get along. That's it. Nice enough to get along. I don't want to rock the boat too much. No. You got to get out. You got to disconnect. You got to establish boundaries. You got to hold them accountable. You got to wake up with a winning type of mentality. You got to align yourself with that mentality. You got to evaluate yourself on a regular basis, because expectation of winning is going to require work. And that's a fact. Oh yeah, they out here going to town too. they out here going to town. And you got to get out of your emotions. A lot of times, most of the time, the only reason why we stay is because of our emotional state. You know, we'll stay in that situation because of our emotional state. And I'm gonna leave with that, and I'm gonna say that, you know, it's facts over feelings, and that's self-explanatory. It's facts over feelings. At the end of the day, that's one of the things that you got to understand. It's facts over feelings. You got to get out of that emotional state. You staying connected to a person because, oh, I love them. Love is not enough. You staying in a relationship with them because, you know, if I leave them, then I don't know what they're going to do and how they don't know this and they don't know that. That's not your circus, not your clown. That's not your responsibility. Not at all. It's not my job to fix you. Not at all. It's not my job to make it nice for you, make it nice for this and make it nice for that. I'm not interested in playing in no plays. Understand, I'm way too old to be making pretend with anybody. I'm up out of there, 2-finger swinging. I cannot raise a man and I cannot raise a woman, and I will not try. If I got to coach you on being real, then you're not real. If I got to coach you on being loyal, then you're just not loyal, because those type of things right there, they're not on you. They are in you. It is facts over feelings. Loyalty is within. Understand that being solid, that's from within. That's not something that people pour on you. That's something that's inside of you. And if I got to coach you on that, if I got to guide you through that, if I got to sit in your face for you to be that, if I got to go through your phone, go through your email, go through your personal things just to see and to keep you on your toes and to keep you in alignment, then you're not for me. And that's just the fact of the matter. I'm not signing up to be a caregiver. I'm not trying to be no caregiver of a healthy person. You are very much healthy, very much aware of what's going on. I'm not signing up to be an adult babysitter. That's not my job title. I'm not signing up to be no private eye, no detective, no part of the CIA, the NEI, or whatever, FBI, whatever them folks is, the CNA, RNAs. That's not my job. If I can't come into a relationship and simply love you and receive that same type of love, then I'm good on you. Nobody wants to deal with a liar, a cheater, a manipulator. Nobody wants to have to deal with the inconsistencies, the up and down, the back and forth, all of that on a regular basis. That's not setting yourself up for success. Those are distractions. And you got to break away from it. That's just a fact. But I'm gonna get up off of here. Like I said, I just jumped in today because I was talking about expectations, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. And I know last week when I went live, on one of the days I don't normally go live, I did it on IG. So I just felt like I'd be fair about it and then come over here today and do it on TikTok. Man, I love you guys. Every single day that you wake up, you put 10 toes to the ground. I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. For anybody that wanted this video will be downloaded and uploaded inside of the Patreon only. Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep in mind, for my Chicago people, if you are in Chicago, Illinois, I am coming to Chicago July the 29th. The Eventbrite link is up and running right now. Chicago. Y'all been on me about coming to Chicago. That link is up and it's active right now. Go and grab your tickets to come to Chicago Saturday, July the 29th. I will be out there, mastermind tour. I need y'all to grab y'all tickets. Miami, Florida. Y'all are up next. We will be there Saturday, May the 29th, Memorial Weekend. No better way to start off your Memorial Weekend. I don't care what you do outside of that. Come and feed your spirit. Come and get something for your mental health. On Saturday, May 29th, I will be in Miami, Florida. You guys come and grab your tickets. The Eventbrite link is up and it's active right now. So the two events that we're pushing on Mastermind Tour, Saturday, May 27th, we're in Miami, Florida. Chicago, July the 29th, we are in Chicago. Saturday, July 29th, Chicago. May 27th, Miami, Florida. Okay, y'all make sure y'all in the building. Also, just quick shout out for the people that got me booked. July 8th, I'm in Longview, Texas. August the 5th, I'm in Waco, Texas. Big Texas, man. Big Texas, like, no, you coming back out here. And I'm there. That's a fact. And I'm there. So I'm coming, Waco, Texas. Y'all gonna see me in the building. Longview, Texas, I'm in the building. You know what I'm saying? DC, August the 26th, we in the building, man. Like, it's nothing but love coming from me, man. It's nothing but love coming from me. I love me some y'all. I can't wait, to be there with y'all, to share space with y'all, to share love with y'all, to exchange energy, positive vibrations with you guys. I love you guys so much, man. And I will see you guys. Yep. DC, August 26th. That's a fact. That's a fact. I love me some y'all, man. And if you guys have not subscribed to my mental health support group, make sure you do so. The link is in my bio where it says Linktree Street. Click that link, scroll down to mental health support group. Click that, get signed up. We meet every single Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is a private group. Nothing from that group is posted online. Bring your questions, your comments, and everything to the group that is private. The tickets are on Eventbrite. That ticket is on Eventbrite. I love me some you guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.